So let's give a little thought to this geostrategic chessboard. What is actually going on, and how concerned should we be, or is it ridiculous to be really freaked out by being at the very, very tip of going to war with Iran, which is almost a superpower? Well, I've got a bigger concern that they're backed by China and Russia. That's, they've done joint military exercise just within the last few weeks. So with China and Russia willing to step in, especially considering we have not been friendly to those countries lately, that's concerning. It's really concerning. It's downright terrifying, to be honest. But then again, I say too, that I'm a kind of an extremist or catastrophist, where if something's going to go really wrong, I see it as going very wrong. The biggest accusation that I got that is like that is that I see the economic system collapsing. I've been seeing that for almost 5 years and saying that it's coming down. It's just there's no reason for it to be afloat. It's just not logical for it to stay afloat. But aside from that, especially lately, I've been seeing a lot more that is downright like, okay, the system is going down now. But it's not the Dow Jones directly. I mean, they're in the middle of the big, the big boost they get before the big crash, right? It's the way I see it. Because their banks are hemorrhaging and there are no new deposits, so they have to borrow money every night just to make their 10% deposits. Oh God. So I've been known to be kind of hyperbolic about the economy, but I stand by that it's coming down. It's just a matter of how soon, because I thought it would happen quite a while ago by now. I thought it would happen quite a while ago. So of all the prediction type stuff that I've done, that's the only one that has not shown itself to be true yet. Of course, there's nothing countering what I've been saying about it. It's just that it hasn't fully collapsed yet. Although, to toot my own horn, I said that we were going to take a big stock hit the last time I talked about money, because I saw what was going on with China and stuff, and it was Cyber Monday, just a couple months ago. The night before, I said, I specifically got on for kind of an emergency note saying, hey, if you've got any money in the stock market, be careful. We're going to take a big hit tomorrow. And, first thing in the morning, we took a 500-point hit. Just dove 500 points. It recovered, but it took a hard hit that day. I was right about it. So my finger's not completely off the pulse. It's just my sense of knowing how long it's going to take for the system, the failed system that is still in place, for it to fully collapse. I thought it would happen by now. I'm glad it didn't, because it's going to affect all of us deeply in a really profoundly ugly nature. We're all going to suffer greatly from that, so it gives me no pleasure to say that that's going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. And it's going to happen soon, especially with all these war. If we go to war, I don't see Iran provoking a direct military conflict. It would be really unwise of them, and they've got other tools at their disposal that they're certain to use before launching a military strike on a great military power that is probably 20 times the budget that they have. So why would they choose to fight us on our battlegrounds, in our expertise, in our specialty, I should say? No, they have some cyber warfare tactics. They have ways of harming our interests without it being obvious that that's who did it. And I think that's what they're going to do. I was actually a little surprised to hear that they launched missiles at a U.S. airbase in Iraq. But I was totally not surprised to hear that nobody got hurt. So to me, that missiles are guided. That's sending a message. Hey, we could have killed tons of people, but we knew where to strike, and we're just warning you, right? That seems like the message, but I'm not sure if that's the message I would have sent or the way I would have sent it if I were in their shoes. But then again, they're smart people, far smarter than I, and there's a lot of them. So they probably came to the consensus that they have a plan, and that's just part of it. I'm sure of that. Anyway, I'm all over the place right now, but should we be concerned? I think so. Is it going to turn into a war? It's so close right now. But then again, I've thought that it was going to go into a hot war before, and it has not. But this is way, way closer, because now, there's lives have been lost, and violent back and forth has happened already. So spiraling out of control is kind of where we're already at. It's just that it hasn't turned into mass casualties yet, and I hope that it doesn't. I hope that somehow we're able to pull back from the very tip of the cliff here, because nobody benefits from war. It's not like if you hate the leaders of Iran, it's not like war with Iran would actually kill those leaders necessarily. But what it would do is kill and destroy the lives of millions of innocent people that have nothing to do with any of it. That's what war is. So if you think that war is a good idea, just remember, by a huge margin, almost everybody that dies and suffers in war are innocent people. So if you think that going to war would resolve anything at that cost, I don't know what to say about your soul. Anyway, take care.